To all my studs, we are not step studs. We are not step studs. We are human beings, yo. These females don't understand it. How you trying to take advantage of me and you got a man that don't even want to take care of their kids, but you trying to take advantage of me when I'm free help? You don't take advantage of something that wants to help, you fucking dummy.
I advise all studs. If the bitch got a kid, leave that bitch where she at. All she good for is to fuck on. Don't build no home with her. Don't treat her like these niggas gonna treat her. Been there, done that, experienced it. Waste of time. Don't do it.
Yeah, why do y'all keep trying to talk to me when you know you got kids? Baby, I'm 23. What the fuck I'm gonna do for you and your kids? I've been in that situation with a woman. I was in a relationship for 2 years and shit wasn't working because she couldn't hold a job. I was paying all the bills. On top of that, taking care of her child. Shit, she had a good ass baby daddy out of me. Basically, I was a stud baby daddy. I'm so ashamed. But hey, it is what it is. I decided to end the relationship and I said, F them kids. I sure did.
I mean, I love kids. I love kids with everything in me. I'm just not trying to raise nobody else's kid. I'm not trying to go out and goddamn buy all these goddamn Jordans and Air Max and PlayStation 5s and shit for the holidays. I'm not trying to be at the basketball game. I'm not trying to be at dance recital. I'm not doing this shit simply because they're not my children.
Stepson season is over. Stepson season is over.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, what's going on, family? This time for No Pics Podcast.
Sorry. Hi, y'all. It's Angie.
All right, Angie. So, where are we at right now?
Sending me.
Where are we at right now in society to where studs don't even want single moms? Like, where are we right now in society?
First of all, calm down, ladies. Calm down, women, ladies. I mean, we're at a place where they're just trying to tack onto the narrative to make themselves feel like men even more than they are not. Like, relax, lady.
Okay.
Like, that's what that is. And you're more liable to end up in a situation that the third or fourth one was because you're a woman and you actually empathize with her. And that's how you ended up buying J's and going to recitals and stuff, because you're actually a woman and you actually felt that. That's what happened, ma'am.
So all right. I think this is interesting because this same sentiment right now that these step studs are are complaining about are the same things that men have been complaining about for years now. Like, hey, we don't want single moms, blah blah blah. And the fact that like stud chicks right now are coming out and saying the same thing, like, does that all right, so I guess my question is, does that show that the problem aren't the men,
No,
but the women? You don't think so?
I mean, first of all, depending on which way you want to go with this, like, at the end of the day, what?
I'm sorry, center yourself, because you like off to the right. Okay, yeah,
at
perfect.
The end of the day, these single mothers are not single mothers by themselves. There's some man somewhere that's a single father who has just as less of credibility as she does. But you don't see that because he's probably a fucking deadbeat, and you don't know because the baby isn't attached to him. She didn't make this baby by herself, but of course they get to gallivant around town and not look like single parents, but in reality they are, right? She didn't do it by herself. So that's number one. And like, they create, not they, I can't say they created it, but I mean, there's also that narrative that he, who is the man or the father of that union, created this situation in which where he left his family that he created and made this, this home single in some scenarios, not all, because whatever. But I don't know. Like, I think it's unfair that women have to hold the strife of don't deal with no woman with a kid, but like, why aren't we saying the same thing about the man? Like, you out here with
Okay,
however many kids, like what? I don't understand
but
what the
but
difference is.
but how do you reconcile the fact that men are saying it and now lesbian chicks are saying it about women? Like, how do you, like, if the men are the problem, then like how are the men and the women that like those women saying the same thing? Like, okay, so all right, so answer that question. Now ask a different question. So answer that question first, then
I mean,
maybe you can answer it.
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think
Right.
the studs are just trying to be like, they're trying to be as close to men as possible, so they're sharing that same narrative.
But that's a factor too, I'm sure, right? But like, let's say that the women are asking for equally ridiculous things from them as they are of the men that we've seen before, right? So like a lot of women are like, okay, well, I want a man to take care of me and my kids, blah blah blah. If they're asking that of women that they end up, that end up courting them, or they end up courting because they're done with men, then that's a fair conversation to be had, because it's like, okay, y'all asking for the same shit, but it's like they're saying like, bro, like, listen, this is hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, both groups are like, nigga, it's not just the men saying that. And I equate it to let's say divorce rates amongst all couples. Right? So you got lesbian couples, you got heterosexual couples, and you got gay couples.
Right.
Who would you assume would have the highest divorce rates out of those three groups?
Probably heterosexuals, or maybe lesbians.
No, the lesbians. The lesbians have like a 70% divorce rate. And the reasons that they give for divorcing the other women are the same reasons that heterosexual couples give for divorcing the men. Financial, infidelity, amongst other things, right? But it's the same reasons, right? So if woman gets with woman and they divorce at a higher rate than man with woman, then who's the problem here?
But you're because in that woman, a lot of those women are equating themselves with men. You're calling them women, but they're not. They're identifying and acting as men.
But the women got with them because they're not men. A lot of those women are like, yo, I'm not a man.
Yeah, but
she's not a man. I want her.
Video, all of those women in that video, they fall under that lesbian marriage rate that didn't last. But all those studs clearly are more masculine and manly than they are women.
But they're not men though.
They're not
men. Like they're still women. So
Absolutely.
It's like, so they still got the empathetic, the like all.
Yeah,
like,
but they also are going out
how
of
do you
their
give
way
the same
to carry themselves in such a manner that men do. And what that means is a lot of times like having a lot of bodies and all of those things that men like get to put chips on their shoulder for, like they feel the same way about.
Yes, but it's still like, if you have the same excuses for why you left a man as why you left a woman, then aren't you the problem?
No.
Because
it could be the same problem. I don't understand how does that make me the problem? Because both men and women did the same thing.
The problem is,
if a man
women
cheats
blame
on me
men.
and a woman cheats on me, they're both cheaters. And yes, I did break up with both of them for the same reason. That is not my fault.
Okay, how about this? In this scenario? So a woman who's has been dealing with men her whole life. At a certain point, she's like, men are scumbags. I want a woman. She finds a woman. She gets with the woman. She marries the woman. She leaves the woman for the same reason that she left a man. That doesn't tell you anything about her.
I mean, I'm sure it does, but if the act of infidelity is the reason, right? We could talk about why you're cheating. Maybe she's selfish. Maybe she's inconsiderate. I'm not saying that. But the act of the infidelity on both parts is the reason why she left. Now, why they cheated, why they did that, why they wronged her in that way, she should look inward like, wait a minute, like, is it something that I'm doing? I'm not saying that she shouldn't do that. But what I am saying is, if the act of infidelity is the cause of the breakup, whether it's a man, a woman, or a horse, if you got into this relationship and you broke the agreement by cheating on me, it's not me. You did whatever it was.
So take cheating out. What if it's not cheating? Say it's this person just doesn't what's a phrase women say? Like it's like, okay, well, they're not making me feel the spark anymore. So let's say something like that, which is that's a common thing, right? It's like, okay, well, this person stopped dating me and things became stagnant and stale and I got bored and I decided to leave this person.
I think that is something that you should look inward in. If it's a repeated, like you repeatedly get bored, I think that you need to self-reflect, maybe talk to somebody about how relationships aren't always like Skittles and rainbows falling out the sky. Like it's going to get boring. There's going to be times of like feels repetitive. Like all we doing is working to pay bills or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's not always going to be trips to pink sand beaches and like that's just not reality. So yes, that's an inward look. Like you should probably look inward. Both parties.
Both parties.
Yeah.
Well, she left the man and the woman for the same reason. So it's like, if she's blaming the man, like, oh, the man is just a pig, he's this, he's that, and then you get with the woman, and then you leave the woman for the same reason. It's not the sex. The sex of the person isn't the issue. The issue is on you. If both parties don't need to look at it because you keep leaving each party based off your perceived level of excitement.
Right. I hear what you're saying. But I just think there's always, so obviously whatever the issue is, it wasn't like a one-off thing, right? So something was repeatedly happening to where this is the result is what it is, right? And she just so happened to be the one to like call it quits, right? Not to say that the man wasn't feeling like, he probably wasn't feeling her attitude from feeling stagnant. All of the vibes that she was giving was probably off and all of that. Just because she called it off, now it's on her. But
yes,
how he responded, or she, or whoever the partner is, how they responded within a relationship to these differences, there's always room to look inward. Like I'm not saying that, like, yes, I have this false reality that relationships are always supposed to be kittens and bubblegum and all of this great stuff. So when it gets boring, my reaction is, you're boring. You lost the spark is gone. It's on you, right? Somewhere in there, I'm pretty sure there's arguments. There's like, so there's a place where, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a place where we don't know how he reacted to her doing that. Like, bitch, you tripping. Like, this ain't, like, you know what I mean? And there's a way that you can talk to people that isn't like disrespectful or irate or anything.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you keep getting in relationships with dudes that turn out to be gay. You find out later that they're homosexuals. Is that your fault or is it their fault? So you've been in 4 relationships. I mean, the relationship ends. So
because he's gay?
Because you found out that he's gay.
Okay.
And then you're like, yo, this got to end because I don't want to be with a gay man.
Correct.
But let's say this happens to you 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the man's fault or is it your fault for keep picking men that turn out that end up being gay?
I don't think it's my fault because they don't say that they're gay up front. Like, I've been
So
deceived.
You don't think it's weird that you keep picking men that want to bang other men? You don't think that's a fault?
I think it's weird to want to bang other men. I think it's even more weird for you to lie.
But you keep picking these men with these characteristics that show that they want to bang other men.
It's not like
obviously
like, hey,
you have
girl,
a talent for
like,
picking these men,
huh?
But you obviously have a talent for picking these men.
But so that makes it my fault that they lie and say that they're straight? Like,
Maybe
what if I do like empathetic or soft or, you know what I mean, type of men? So it kind of parallels. Like, right, I like metrosexual, straight, heterosexual men, right? So that could easily be confused with a man. I could easily be deceived by a gay man if that's the type of man that I like, right?
So you don't consider your ability to pick men if they keep ending up with the same result. I'm bringing up the gay thing because I've seen that in situations before. So you don't consider that a fault of yours. You consider that a fault of each individual man that you keep picking that ends up being a sword swallower. You don't.
I mean, there is something to be said about the men that you keep picking with the same trait, but the word fault, like I don't see how it would be my fault that I keep trusting what you're saying to me and then finding out you're lying. Like, God forbid I trust and I don't. Person A is, I find out person A is gay, but I don't bring that baggage to person B like I should have, because it sounds like now I should have bought the baggage, because if I did, I would have been like, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to fault person B for person A's deception. And it's my fault?
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to learn from your past mistakes, though,
Yeah,
right? Like,
that's true, but you can't. Being deceived is something different from like learning a lesson and then not letting it happen again. Like, for all I know, every man, the deception could have gotten stronger and stronger. They could have gotten better and better at lying.
so you don't see any issue. Okay, so let's reframe it. So you don't see any issue with a chick with 6 kids and 6 baby dads. You don't see any issue with that picture, that
Yeah,
scenario right there. You do see. Okay, so all right,
absolutely.
all right.
That's not the same.
I was interested to see how far that
No,
like
that's not the
that
same.
way of thinking would go.
That's not the same.
Okay,
That's
all
not
right,
the same.
all right. Well, listen. Let us know what y'all think, family. I mean,
Step studs.
our step studs. You know
Is
what I
it the
mean?
woman's fault?
It's the woman's fault. Yeah, is it the woman's fault? I do think it's crazy that men are saying one thing and then the step studs are saying another thing, like the same thing. Like, it's like, when have we ever been on the same side? Like, that's pretty
They
funny.
think that
But
they
anyway,
are y'all. That's why.
all right. Listen, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Yo.